Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranting about the James and Tati situation. If you're doing this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe because that'd be absolutely fantastic.
You watch this entire thing all the way through before forming any further opinions or talking about this story.
Now, this is another really big thing because you had no context of what actually happened because none of them actually made a video from that point that you were doing it. So, all you knew was from Instagram, Tati was saying stuff like, oh yeah, James Charles assaulted a man sexually. Oh yeah, James Charles loses so many fans for it. That is all you knew.
My friends and I all attended Coachella weekend 1 from April 11th through 15th, and I had an artist pass provided to me by a brand. We had a really good weekend. I mean, you guys saw the Snapchats, Instagram pictures, and outfits, and my video. It was really fun, and we will definitely never forget it. But at Coachella, I had drama with a boy that I had been talking with for 5 months prior, and it all kind of clouded the overall memories.
As he said, he had been talking to this boy that he sexually harassed for 9 months prior. He didn't just be like this. Oh yeah, hi James. You said you want to meet at your place? Oh yes. Wanna beep? Oh yes, I'm bisexual now.
I had remembered from weekend 1 that my friend Nikita, Dragon, who I was with a lot of the time, was brought by Sugar Bear Hair and had an artist pass, personal security, and backstage passes and was very taken care of and safe. When I felt unsafe in the situation, I panicked and I texted Nikita and asked her if she had a connection to the Sugar Bear Hair team that could potentially help me out. Nikita replied right away and she gave the Sugar Bear Hair team my personal phone number, to which they reached out to me.
You went to Coachella, somehow had a security issue, and magically Sugar Bear Hair is there with a contract in hand to save the day for you and all of your friends. No company would ever go out of their way to have an extra, handful of passes that cost thousands of dollars a piece, like just in case. That leads me to believe that this was orchestrated beforehand, but he had an emotional conflict because of me and promises he made to me behind the scenes. So he had to come up with a very clever story and didn't tell me right when he got back, but after the little bit was posted on their launch day.
First of all, wow, because that is such a clever excuse. I can't believe it. Okay, so what actually happened, what James exactly said, was that he remembered from the one before that his friend had loads of passes and was took care of, which he was really scared that he was going to get mocked and he didn't want that because that would ruin his weekend with his family. So then he went and texted her and then said, do you maybe have a pass for me that I could use because I feel unsafe? Then she was there for him and she said, yes I do, you can borrow it for me. He went and borrowed him and he gave him his phone number. You're just jealous that he made his promises and stuck to them.
James Charles, he had 9 days after Coachella to talk to me.
On Monday, April 22nd, which was 1 day after Coachella, I was due to post my stories based on my contract. And up until that moment, I honestly had not thought about the fact that Tati was a Sugar Bear Hair competitor. And in that moment, I thought that as a friend, she deserved a courtesy text to let her know the context of the sponsorship and everything that was going on.
So what James is telling us right now is that Tati lied, technically, because she said after 9 days he didn't text her, but then he has proof, Tati, that he texted you the day after Coachella. Nice try.
To not even get a phone call, to not even get a text a few days prior, but right after that sponsored post went up to have a text like, hey mom, love you, I'm stressed. Just so you know, XYZ, I just did this post, but it's no big.
Before posting my stories, I actually did text Tati first out of respect for her, giving her heads up about the sponsorship, but she was immediately upset. I tried my best to kind of explain the entire situation and also give her a direct apology as well, but at this point I had signed the contract and I absolutely had to post it. There was no getting out of it. I then headed to the airport and took off on a flight to San Francisco, and by the time that I had landed 1 hour later, Tati had uploaded all of her Instagram stories of her crying, talking about the friends in the community that haven't really supported her, how she was alone, and how she felt very hurt and betrayed.
Okay, so now we get to the point where Tati starts faking crying and saying stuff like, oh yeah, I was betrayed, but we have no proof that she's fake crying, and we have no proof that she's real crying. So, yeah. We just need to really stick to the point, which is, if you want to get attention by crying and think that you're going to gain followers back, then better next time.
For several days, I made countless attempts to contact both Tati and her husband James on all their different phone numbers. I texted and called Tati's business number, her family number, and also James's personal phone number as well. After a full entire week of trying to reach out and handle things in private with Tati and her husband James and getting no response, I figured at this time it'd be best to just respect their space, give them their privacy, and that whenever Tati was ready, she would reach back out to me to handle things in private and hopefully move on with our friendship. That is everything in regards to the Instagram stories. Now that we've talked about that, I want to discuss a few of the things in Tati's video that were misleading and false.
So Tati's complaining, but that she didn't get a text or anything. But the real thing is that James took so much effort to text you, to call you on your business number, to call you on every single phone number you got. So you should not be the one complaining. Okay? James should be the one complaining that you are complaining about not getting texts when he had screenshots and proof that he tried to text you.
The reason that James always said that he couldn't promote Halo on his channel and really do heavy endorsement was because he has a teenage audience and it would just be inappropriate.
Now, this time was just confusing to me, mostly because this conversation never actually happened. If you guys know my channel, you would know that I don't really do dedicated product reviews ever, which is what Tati is known for. But even though that is the case, I've still multiple times talked about her products on all my social media networks. I have to word okay, I forgot to say too, hello, I'm going to a really important event later on tonight. My best friend...
We are going to a very important event.
Yes, this is true. And this is a very important launch to me because it is my best friend Tati. She's launching something new on Halo Beauty. Super proud of her. By the time this video is out, it'll already be up. So go check it out. Promo for Tati. Love you the most.
Who doesn't need a little beauty boost every now and then? Two of the following statements are real claims made by the original Halo Beauty Booster supplement.
Oh!
Which are the real ones?
Can I just say I love you guys for putting a Halo question in there. I love you for that.
I just received my package from Halo Beauty. This is Tati's brand new brand. I did not tell Tati that I was buying these, but I did pay for these myself because I just wanted to support her, and I'm so happy. I know she's getting a lot of backlash on this, which is making me so mad because I know she's worked so hard on these for the past several years now. Congratulations, Tati. I love you literally so much, and I'm very, very proud of you and all your hard work.
Back to the line bit, are we? Right, so Tati said that he never mentioned anything on his channel about Halo, but to be honest, he really did. He actually posted on Instagram and he said, oh yeah, I really support you and you should appreciate that he actually shouted you out and all of that stuff. And also he actually said on his YouTube video with Ian, his brother, that he was going to your thingy. So be grateful, honey.
And it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my god, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out.
They have been talking for 9 months prior. 9 months. Okay? It's not like he just said, you're bi now because you love me. Okay? And he even said in his video that he was already becoming to think that he was bi. And also, you said that he was still merging into his adulthood when James is 19.
I'm a 19-year-old virgin. I talk about boys quite a lot on my social media networks. Clearly at this point, it is not acceptable anymore. We're talking about that in a little bit, I promise you. But just thought I would bring it up, put it out into the universe. I don't really get a lot of action. We have probably guessed this at this point. So, that being said, I have never, and would never, and will never use my fame, money, or power to manipulate or get any sexual actions from a guy. That is disgusting. It is not me. And the fact that Tati brought this up blows my mind because she knows the real story. The story that we're talking about here is a situation that happened when I was in Seattle for Tati's surprise party with a boy named Sam. Now, I'm going to tell you the full story since everybody seems to be leaving out literally every single detail.
Let's watch.
In Tati's video, she mentioned that she was disgusted and had to apologize to her family for me apparently saying things that I wanted to do to a waiter and then justifying those actions by saying I am a celebrity. Okay, this literally did not happen.
He just Poppy and Jeffree Star. I made a music video saying fuck me, I'm a celebrity, can take resume a full song.
What did happen is that me, Jeffree, Nate, and my best friend Drew all flew to Seattle to surprise Tati for her birthday on February 14th. That night, we went out to dinner with Tati and James and her whole family, and we're in a restaurant. There was a cute boy across the restaurant that I kept making eye contact with and that I was interested in. And the conversation of dating for me and Jeffree both came up at the dinner table, and we were talking about it for a very, very short period of time. The conversation never got inappropriate.
Now I'm going to switch from James over to Sam.
Sam slid into my DMs first, and I happened to see it. We started talking back and forth, and he mentioned that he was flattered by me flirting with him the night beforehand.
Sorry about last night, you're very attractive. And then I responded with, it's all good, very flattering actually.
A few minutes into the conversation, I asked him about his sexuality, and he told me straight up that he was bisexual.
Oh my god, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay.
There was no straight men being manipulated anywhere in the story like Tati mentioned. Later on in the conversation, he asked when I was leaving Seattle, and I told him the next morning, to which he responded, I wish we had time to hang out.
Okay, so basically Tati is on with this lying slip again, isn't she? So she's lying about Sam being straight because he actually said, before James said anything about his sexuality, that he's bi. Legit, it said in his text, I'm bi. Okay, so James basically said, what's your sexuality? I'm bi. Oh, cool. He didn't say anything about him saying, oh yeah, you're bi because you look... No, okay? Get your facts right, Tati, and think about what you said.
Time to hang out, and I said, hey, why don't you come over to my hotel tonight? We can watch a movie together. He said, sounds good. Later on, he messaged me first and told me, hey, straight up, I've never done anything with a guy before. I'm a little bit nervous. To which I told him there was absolutely no pressure. This is all shown in the screenshots. Sam showed up at the hotel. We watched the movie together, and we cuddled. After the movie, I asked him if he wanted to kiss, to which he said yes.
I get to the hotel room, we say hi, it's all fine. We end up watching a movie, and after that movie he asked to kiss me. I said yes. We ended up making out for around an hour, and if I'm being honest, he's the worst kisser I've ever kissed. Way too much tongue.
Alright, note taken. After making out with Sam for over an hour, I did invite him to sleep over at the hotel.
And he kept telling me to stay, like, please stay, don't leave me. All this and that, but I really wanted to go home, so I left.
Of course, I wanted to spend more time with him, but he said that he wanted to go home and be in his own bed and think about everything that was going on because...
A little conclusion, like theory. If he was a bad kisser, then why did you not say stop? Why did you kiss him for over an hour if he's not a good kisser? Now Sam's gonna go with the lies today. Also, yeah, it's really it. He said there was no pressure, so don't see why it's sexual harassment, because he actually asked him, do you want to kiss? And then he was like, sure, I don't mind. It's not, you're not raping me, okay? Okay? Yeah, Tati?
Being everything that happened in the hotel room was 100% consensual, and this is confirmed.
I said yes.
That were actually there, being myself and Sam. After this night, Sam and I continued to talk for the next several weeks. At first, it was really, really great, but I noticed that his feelings towards me and sexuality were kind of wavering quite a lot. To move on because I kept getting hurt. Last important note to keep in mind about the timeline of the whole situation. On May 2nd, Sam texted me from his friend's phone saying that he was fully gay and needed to talk to me about something important. I called him, and instead of talking about that, he asked me if I was talking to another guy at the same time that I was talking to him. I was a little bit confused as to why I was being asked this, but I did answer him honestly, and then I asked him what made him come to a conclusion with everything. To which he said, I'm actually not fully gay. After dealing with this a million times, I was frustrated and I hung up.